Hi, I'm Patrick Krill, CNN reporter with the Real Tampa Bay Ghostbusters. I'm with
Mark Muncie,
Sally Gage,
James Haw,
and we're standing in front of Hellview Cemetery here in St. Pete. So, if you three wouldn't mind, tell us the history of what we're standing in front of.
Hellview Cemetery started as a yard haunt back in 1996 with a small yard display. We got a lot of props on it. Everybody was very happy with it, so we've been building it a little crazier every year. We now do it for the Child's Play charity organization, buys toys and games for children's hospitals. So it's all for a good cause. We had about, how many guests?
We had 3,899.
Now, we know, tell us the amount of time, the construction that goes into this passion.
Jimmy?
We all look at him.
90% of the haunt, and I started in, actually a little bit in June, and been working through July, and up until Halloween night we were
Since you're the constructioneer.
Yeah, I got the bug earlier. When I was a kid, I went through a couple, and they were pretty well done, and some of their stuff stuck with me, and then when I would go through ones that weren't very well done with, just some plastic and some sticks sticking up, I'm like, I decided to start doing my own. I did a couple for a church, and then I actually got with the Girls Racing Association years ago for Sunshine Speedway, which is now shut down.
Right.
But I was able to build a portable one that they could put up and take down, and and I ran that for a few years, and then I gave it up for a few years. And then I got back with these two, and
we sucked them back in.
They wanted to do a yard display, so I'm like, well, here,
try to get out
this,
and bring you back in.
And every year we'd add a little something to it. We added the Pirates to it, and then we decided to put a yard display in the back to walk around. And then I'm like, I know how to do a full haunt.
And then it just...
And we did it.
Then it blew up.
Yep. That mausoleum, I said, I'm building something in my driveway, come by and look at it. And when they came over and saw it, they're like...
That's why I said it's time to go big.
Yeah.
It's time to go.
You can tell me, why do this?
It's a love of Halloween.
It's a love of Halloween?
Pure and simple.
We all were Halloween or Halloween Horror Nights actors. We figured we could do this here with a budget where everybody could enjoy a good haunt, a good spook, and we're such lovers of Halloween. How could we go wrong?
Stop right there.
Okay, so you mentioned the charity that goes into this. How many years have you been raising money for that charity now?
Just 3 years for the charity. We had a lot of people, we've been doing it for years without anything, and people kept saying, oh, do you take donations? Do you take donations? And that's when we decided it was time to do a charity. My daughter had heart surgery that year, and she brought her Game Boy to the ICU, and then she felt great. The girl next to her didn't have one, so she loaned it to her. And we found out about Child's Play Charity shortly thereafter that buys games for hospitals, and it just wound up being close to our heart.
That is fantastic. So basically, you found the most effective way to scare money out of people.
It scares that care.
So scares that care. How much over time have you been able to raise money in the years? Would you say?
These last 2 years have totaled over $2,000 for the charity. So.
And you've been managed to scare that money out of people.
And we don't charge admission. It's just to donate what you can at the end.
We even took canned goods this year.
Out of nowhere, people brought canned goods. It was awesome.
Canned goods and money all towards a great charity while you're scaring people doing it. Is this something that you'd all like to see continue as maybe a career?
Oh, it'd be awesome if we could find a place. That's any angel investors out there that want to donate us a warehouse. We'd love to scare the heck out of people.
That is a dream. To go professional, to bring back to the community an affordable haunted attraction that can be compared to the big ones with being economical.
The best thing while you're running, what has been the thing that stuck with you the most?
Each of us have our own scares. I run out front, so I don't get to scare much, but I do get to talk to everybody and get the stories of everybody. And we had a couple special guests this year. One that stuck with me was a girl who was from China, and this was her first Halloween. And we were her first haunted house. And she was thrilled beyond belief and couldn't believe it, and said she was riding home to tell everybody how awesome we were. And that was amazing. That was a lot of fun.
Wow.
And I work at the charity table as being the house manager, and one of my favorite memories for this year was a little girl named Layla. She was 3 years old, a complete haunt enthusiast, and she drug her parents through the house 3 times, and she stopped and talked to everyone, wanting to know who they were, if they could take a picture. She loved it. She didn't get scared. She ran through ScoobyDoo the first time around, but after that, She loved it, completely loved it. So she was our bravest soul. I
Full
think.
on. How
Full
old
on.
again?
3.
3. Wow, Serge.
Well, I got to play a couple different characters. I got to play the miner for 2 nights, and then the clown for 2 nights, and there's just so many. I was able to get people one after the other in both spots, but the clown room definitely was the biggest memory because
a lot of people have that phobia of clowns.
They have a phobia. And
what do you think that is about clowns?
I really don't know.
There's actually a phobia of it. It's the fear of the painted smile, and it's
Sounds like a really
creepy.
bad song. By
It does.
Kenny Loggins
Or
something. I don't know.
some are starting to do matinee tours and stuff. We, since we run all night and we do it for children's charity, we do an option called ScoobyDoo, where we let the littler kids and the trick-or-treaters say ScoobyDoo, and our monsters tone it down a notch and don't scare so much. So that way the younger kids still get to see it. We still don't recommend anyone under 8, but an enthusiastic 3-year-old, we're all for. So.
Yeah, what that does, it allows the child to have the power to control the monsters. It also controls their fear, because we don't want to send children through therapy for the rest of their life. We want them to enjoy the Halloween experience. So that gives the control into the hands.
Instead of like the the garage kind of haunted houses that people normally go through, this takes place on your property here.
Yeah, but you never once set foot in the house. It's in the middle of urban St. Pete, so the yards are not very big if you're familiar with the area. But we managed to squeeze a 20-room haunted house out of about 1,500 square feet, which is a good-sized professional haunt.
And you're not even. It doesn't take you like 30 seconds to go through. This is how long?
Average time is 8 to 10 minutes.
8 to 10 minutes through one haunted house. I don't think there's anything else like that around this area that I know of.
No, even the bigger haunted houses at like Howl's Scream and Horror Nights, they're 5-minute haunts and a 2-hour wait. We never had longer than a 20-minute wait. So. And we're
Thank
free.
you very much, all 3 of you, for giving me this awesome interview about Hellview Cemetery. And if you don't mind, let's go on a tour real quick and scare me a little bit.
That sounds like fun.
All right, thank you.
Awesome.
Thank you.